Yes, I found a small thing, another thing that I wanted to point out. With this kit, there are these very small 3D printed like cups, and these are for the where is it, the nuts. Let me find another one there. So these nuts are going up into the to the 3D printed cup, so to speak, and a screw in underneath. And these are for the frame, so the screw is coming up through the frame like this, and then the nut, the cup with the nut is going in like this, and they are going into the hole there. So it's to the nut going into the hole there to keep this top part to the frame. So I can show it in more detail when I have attached it, so you can see how it looks. Yes, okay, I have a mess on my table here. I did figure out that the original screws for the motors was actually now too small. They are 5mm and the arm is 5mm, so I needed at least 8mm. I didn't have exactly the same type of screw. I had this this is the typical, let me just see if I can get the camera to focus. So this is the typical screw. This is 5mm, so it's too short. However, I did have some other screws of this type. Let me see. So yeah. So if it matters, if I can use them or not, I'm not quite sure. Actually, that was not it. This is the, I think this is the screw. It's a little bit longer. So they fit nicely. So I'm going to use them. I have ordered some other screws, but I'm going to use them for now. What I wanted to do was to measure the weight of the old frame. So if I can just clear some space in my mess here. So how I'm gonna do this? I'm gonna do like that. Put the camera mount on. Put the screws on, and see if I can put this. So the frame itself is about 160 grams. I do believe I have a few other grams. I have some plastic screws there, and some other dirt on it that are a few extra grams, but around 160 grams. So let's put that old frame away for now, and let's put this away also. And and if I then remove, I will have to take out the screws. I need some Loctite on these screws anyway. So I can measure the new frame. Should be lighter, but I don't know. So zero the weight again. 101, 129, and I will probably need to put on 2 more screws on. So 130. Am I missing something? I don't think so. So 130 grams. So then we know, was it 160, the other one? I forgot already. So I think it's about 30 grams less weight. That's good. What I did see, to my big frustration, was that this that one is a component. It's an electrical component, and it's, if I do like that, and it's actually missing on the video transmitter. So just by the force of the double-sided tape, I actually was able to rip off one component. So I probably destroyed it. If I'm going to see if I can fix it, but I don't know. So that was a bummer. I will need to buy a new video transmitter as well. Anyway, at this moment I'm going to mount the motors, and just use the screws that I have. I'm going to just make sure they are not too long, so they don't touch the inside of the motor, and basically just continue the build. And I can swap out the screws of the motor screws when I receive the new one. That wouldn't be a problem. Okay, let me just continue the build. Yes, I have, as you can see, progressed, and I've just built it through. I'm done building. I've also did some flying with it, and it seems to be working very well, actually. And it's, for me, it's also quite fast. The only thing is that the angle of the video camera is for me quite steep, so I can't see the ground or anything. I have no reference when I am landing, and of course I can take off the goggles, but you know, I find that kind of hassle to take them off just to land. So I'm not quite sure if I'm going to just try to learn how to fly with this one, or actually just change the angle of it so that I can see more of the ground. But this is my first build of this kind of frame, and of course you learn by doing, but it seems to be working just fine, and it's quite fun to fly. I also actually did my first loop. I was kind of terrified, but that's a different story. Anyway, thanks for watching.